People ask me what I want to do with my life or what I want to major in college, and let me tell you, I don't have any idea. I don't have a passion or a particular set of interests, and unsurprisingly, looking forward down a long, featureless road with no indication, I'm gonna slow down, of where I'll be headed has caused me a forceful and oppressive anxiety. So in accordance with behavior patterns that my memories seem to insist I once followed, I went looking for an answer or a solution or anything to ease the ceaseless doubt. I tried to think my way through it. I tried to mine my brain for some suggestion of a career because surely there's something in there, and I built up 1,000 solutions in my head, and I tore 1,001 down, and all this only left me more anxious than before. I can't imagine I'm the only one that's ever felt this way. There are surely kindred, unimpassioned spirits, not only in the graduating class, but all around us. So I decided to look outwards, maybe in the hope that it might help me make the right decisions in the future, or maybe seeking validation that the grander choices I've made up to this point were the right ones. I discussed the matter with more people than I'd care to admit. A few responded that they always knew what they wanted to do with their lives. A few lamented their failure to follow their dreams. The rest had an idea, one that inevitably changed, whether through a slight course correction or a wild breakneck turnaround. And all those with their mindset, both properly and improperly, and all those with their unfulfilled passion, and all those with their inklings told me, each one in turn, more confident than the last, you'll figure it out. But that was never very comforting. I had never met someone who just didn't know. And while I can't imagine those sorts of folks are uncommon, I have yet to recognize one. Recognize that feeling of utter aimlessness. My inability to connect with someone I consider to have tussled with my current trifles has left the assurances that all will fall into place uncomfortably hollow. The idea that making the wrong decision would be all too easy, or even that perhaps there exists no place for me to feel fulfilled, is an all-consuming entity of dread. And the idea that there's no place where I am not overtaxed while never being bored, a place valuing intellect without getting pretentious, a place where the grass is green and the goal is interesting and the people don't suck. And maybe I'm being unreasonable, but at the end of the day, I am a petulant, arrogant, selfish little creature in a vast, uncaring universe, and I deserve better. And I don't want to wake up in 50 years and realize my true calling was building the better mousetrap. And the really neat part is I've only got 2 years to declare a major, because what I need at the end of the day is a little juicy urgency to really give that existential crisis some bite. And then there's that nagging suspicion that maybe this is the only chance I have to make the right choice without wasting my college education. Now maybe it's all some sick joke. Maybe the true spirit of the human experience, stripped of all the frills and distractions, is to die and to be forgotten. Maybe all this worrying is pointless, and maybe the insignificance of our size in the scheme of the universe reflects the insignificance of our hopes and our dreams. Or maybe not. I'll be honest, I was watching something or other on the internet while I was writing this speech, and I nearly fell out of my chair laughing. All this dread seemed more than a little ridiculous. There was this remarkable dissonance that despite how it looks from inside this train of thought, that there's always a way to switch tracks. You just can't see it from the cabin. There's a remarkable number of people on this planet that seem just fine. Even people that have made spectacularly stupid decisions seem to have bumbled their ways into something you could consider functional. And maybe we don't need to always make the perfect decisions. Maybe we're supposed to stumble around in the inky blackness from time to time, and maybe if we're kind, or driven, or righteous, or pious, or maybe if we just stay alive, we find what we're looking for. Maybe we figure something out. Maybe it isn't quite so bleak from the other side of the haze. Maybe the reason I don't see that aimlessness is because it did work out. So what's going to happen? I don't have any idea. And maybe that's fine. Maybe.